Hello, and welcome to our Coon Rapids Middle School Orchestra PowerPoint. This is for 6th graders. My name is Mrs. Ukebu. I am one of the orchestra teachers here at Coon Rapids Middle School, and I'm so excited that you're here. I'm going to tell you about the 6th grade orchestra class, what we do, what you'll learn, and why it's such an awesome class to be a part of. So let's get started. What is orchestra? Orchestra is a group of musicians that learn how to play string instruments individually and all together as an ensemble. Orchestra is a class that meets every other day on your class schedule. That means you get to make music regularly, but also have time to explore your other classes. It's the perfect balance. What will you learn in 6th grade orchestra? In this class, you will learn how to play a string instrument of your choice between violin, viola, cello, or bass. You'll learn to read music, and all will be done one step at a time. So don't worry if you've never played an instrument before, because we will start at the very beginning. So let's get started. Your first choice to make an orchestra is what instrument to play. You get to choose from 4 string instruments: the violin, the viola, the cello, or the bass. Let's learn about the violin. The violin is the smallest string instrument and is easy to carry back and forth from home to school. The violin makes the highest sound and is considered the soprano voice in the orchestra. The violin can play all types of music. It plays a lot of melody lines and also harmonizes with other instruments. The violin is played by holding it on your shoulder and tucking it under your chin. It is often considered the lead voice in the orchestra. Now let's talk about the viola. The viola looks slightly bigger than the violin and is also easy to carry back and forth from home to school. The viola is a warm and deep sounding instrument. It plays notes slightly lower than the violin and is considered the alto voice of the orchestra. In the orchestra, the viola can play all types of music. It can play beautiful melody lines and also play harmony. The viola is played by holding it on your shoulder and tucking it under your chin, just like the violin. The cello. This instrument is bigger than the violin and the viola. You cannot carry it back and forth from school to home due to its size. You will use a cello at school to play in orchestra class and possibly have another one at home to practice. The cello notes are low in the bass clef. The sound is deep and rich. The cello is great for melody lines and for bass lines. You need to sit when playing the cello. The cello stands on the floor with a metal spike called an end pin. The string bass, also called a double bass, is the biggest and heaviest instrument in the orchestra. This is not the same as a bass guitar. Don't be confused. You cannot carry this instrument back and forth from school to home due to its large size. You will use a bass instrument at school to play in orchestra class, and you may possibly have another one at home to practice. The double bass makes the lowest notes in the orchestra. The bass gives the orchestra a strong foundation for pulse and rhythm. The bass is often considered the heartbeat of the orchestra. It's also used in jazz bands. You usually stand to play the double bass. It stands on the floor with a metal spike called the end pin, just like the cello. Individual learning, teamwork, and creativity. All of these are very important for orchestra. In orchestra, you learn to be the best musician you can be. Everyone adds their own sound to the whole of the orchestra. The magic happens when the forces of teamwork join together. Amazing sounds will develop during our orchestra classes, and you will be amazed at how much you grow as a musician and how much better you get from the beginning of the year to the end. As I mentioned before, in 6th grade orchestra, we start from the very beginning. You'll choose your instrument, and then you'll learn to take the instrument safely out of its case, care for the instrument. You'll learn the names of all the instrument parts and the parts to the bow. You'll learn to hold the instrument correctly, place your fingers in the correct positions on the instrument, and then the first sounds we make will be plucking the strings to make a sound called pizzicato. Later on, when you're ready, you'll start using the bow, and that's when things really get cool. You'll also learn how to play music as you play. A year of growth. Learning an instrument is exciting, but it also takes time and patience. Playing an instrument takes commitment. We ask that students stay in orchestra for a full school year, so you have enough time to really understand what it's like to play. Most students end up loving orchestra so much that they continue every year. Some even play all the way through high school and beyond. Your sound and technique will grow over time, and we love celebrating those moments of progress together in class. We'll start with your very first sounds, move to simple melodies, and then build our way to playing big, exciting orchestra songs. The better you get, the more fun orchestra becomes. I can't wait to see all that you can do in orchestra class. Orchestra, band, and choir are all considered performing arts elective classes. Concerts are a fun way for us to show our family and friends everything that we have learned and how far we have come with our music. It's your special time to shine. We have only 3 concerts throughout the entire school year. 2 concerts take place at Coon Rapids Middle School, and 1 takes place at Coon Rapids High School. Concerts happen after the school day, in the evenings, and there is plenty of time to be active in after-school activities and sports. Coaches and activity directors know that concerts are important and will excuse you from their obligations on concert nights. Simply let them know ahead of time. Everybody is welcome in orchestra class. You are talented, you are capable, and you have something special to bring to our orchestra. Orchestra class is a place to be creative, learn new skills, and make music together. So I hope you decide to give orchestra a try. I look forward to teaching you an instrument and making fun music together. See you next year.